మీ పిల్లలు ఫారెన్ లో చదవాలనేది మీ కల మీ కలను నిజం చేసే ఏకైక సంస్థ విదేశ్ కన్సల్ట్స్.
Congratulate you, sir, the way you are doing wonders in the field of your, you are almost expert. Well, getting these kind of people on a bigger platform, how you take this, how you get these initiatives done?
No, I think it's very important for science in India and especially for younger scientists, students to get exposed to these type of international scientists and doctors who made a name. For example, Dr. Peter Hotez, who is a professor at Texas, he's done a tremendous amount of work on vaccine, especially the neglect diseases vaccine like hookworm vaccine. And he's been in fact proposed for a Nobel Prize in 2022 and he may get it ultimately. So I think when we get exposed to this kind of inspirational figure, then science in general improves. The youngsters want to do more science and more research. So I think it's very important that we continuously keep getting these figures in India at least. Yeah.
And recently, sir, there was a great mark you made, like in the field of biopsy, that 5 minutes you will get results. It was a great initiative when we came to know. Can you just share some few words about that? It's really happiness for some people to know about that.
So what happens is normally when we do endoscopy, biopsy or surgery, the specimen goes to the pathology department. Pathologists will take several days to actually process it, make it into a slide, and then from the slide, after 5 days, they give a report.
Yes.
So a new technology has come, confocal laser microscopy. It's a static confocal laser microscopy, which actually can make excellent pictures just in 3 minutes actually. So it takes 3 minutes to make the pictures, and another 2 minutes for us to put it on a microscope and see. And within 5 minutes, we'll get pictures as good as what has been done processed. So this is a technology which initially started in Germany. We are also working with IIT Hyderabad to develop further enhancements of these technologies so that people don't have to wait so long. And then the most important thing is we can take decisions on the operation table or endoscopy table, whether we should remove the whole thing, keep some of it or resect it in a certain way, and that makes a maximum difference. Actually, the outcomes are very different when you use this technology compared to the old technology.
So I think it's the first time in the India we can say this hospital.
It's actually first time in Asia Pacific region. There are only few, maybe 5 in US and 2 or 3 in Europe using this technology. So this is an extremely new technology which is a few months old, and this is something which is going to revolutionize the way we practice medicine.
I think, sir, you're making proud to India. We are pleasure to have you in Hyderabad. It's a great initiative. So what's the future 3 lines you would like to say about this vaccination? You want to work more on that?
Yes. I think vaccines, as Professor Peter Hotez has said, are extremely important. And what is important is everybody thinks vaccines are for children. You know, you have children, you have a children schedule and all. Yeah. But what we now have done is we started an adult vaccination center at AIG for the first time in the country. We were now making a report card, as you call, or a schedule for adults. And adults have to take, for example, influenza vaccine, pneumococcal vaccine, shingles vaccine, hepatitis B vaccine, hepatitis A vaccine, HPV vaccine, and so on. So therefore, now we have a schedule for adults also. And after the age of 18 years, we advocate that, because we find that increasingly respiratory infections like influenza are becoming very common. And if you go to US or Europe, you'll see even in the airports, they're giving you flu vaccines, whereas in India awareness is very less. So now we are starting to advocate it. My hope only is that all the cost of all these vaccines will come down, and hopefully with Indian technology that we have. And this is something that Peter Hotez also has emphasized, that you don't have to depend on very high-end technology like mRNA technology. You can do protein subunit technology or the older technologies. Very cheaply you can make these vaccines. And I think Indians' mindset as a whole, including the government of India, should get used to this vaccination utility and advocate them in proper groups so that you can prevent many of these diseases.
That was my question to him, that when a baby born, we have a schedule. We have a report card from the time he birthed to 18, he's getting vaccinated. What about after that? So we need to have that 18 years to 30, 35 to say 40. That's missing in India, I think, must say.
So I think it's very important that we actually emphasize on this, because adult vaccination is relatively new even in Western countries. It's just maybe 4 or 5 years old. In India, it's extremely new. and we have started this about 8 months back, and we're finding the response is very good. There are many people now, healthy people, seeking out ways the adult vaccination center. They want to take this vaccine. So I think it's like you prevent a disease, although the initial cost of the vaccine is there, the cost of preventing a disease is huge, So I think as a country, the government, health ministry and others also should very strongly advocate and propagate this, like Swachh Bharat.
Yes,
there
yes.
must be adult vaccine.
We can save young deaths.
Yes. It's
Which are happening nowadays or more, we can see.
Yeah, so sudden young deaths, respiratory infections, all this can be prevented. So I think we should, as responsible
Yes.
citizens working in this area, advocate this very strongly.
Thank you so much for talking
you.
to. Thank you, sir.